Hello my friends and welcome to this special one-off video to celebrate the release of Defense Force 4.1 on the PC. It's available now on Steam. I guess you don't need a PC, you could have a Mac or whatever you put a Linux on. But here it is. Now this was only actually announced like a couple of days ago now. It was supposed to come out on the 18th, but over where I live it actually came out today, the 19th. At 5 o'clock in the morning, which wasn't very useful, but here we are.
Select a number of players.
It's got split screen for mission mode, but not online mission mode. I'm sure somebody might mod that in later though. So here we are, we got a quick look at the system settings. That's all your settings, okay. There's not actually that much customization in the graphics, as you can see. There's a couple of display settings as well. Change your resolution or whatever. That's nice. Apparently the anti-aliasing only applies to the menu and not the actual game. This is a Japanese console game, of course, on the PC, which is nice. Anyway, let's just have a quick look at how well this runs. I don't have a super beefy PC or anything. I do have a solid state drive though, which is nice. It makes these loads very quick, but they're apparently pretty quick regardless.
What in the world? Wait.
See, I've my computer is squarely halfway between the recommended and minimum specifications, and according to my Fraps counter, I don't know if you can see it on screen. I hope not, but otherwise that'd be very annoying. I'm getting a good 50 frames a second. Not sure how stable the PlayStation 4 version is, but it seems to be pretty comparable. This is of course true 1080 pixels. There's a bit of pop-in as there is on the PlayStation version. It's very quick loads. Yeah, pleasantly surprised by how well this runs. Very much comparable to the PlayStation version. I'm sure later levels will be a bit more taxing on my PC than this one, but to be fair, the opening level of an EDF game does have a lot of civilians that will be dead by the end of it. I mean, EDF 2 famously had some very bad frame rates in the opening levels due to sort of the people running at the screen. Essentially what's happened here is we've reached the point in time where EDF games have finally become one with the technology. I guess their vision is finally reasonable to replicate on a computer. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Well, this was a very pleasant surprise. Like I said, there wasn't really much fanfare for this release. I mean, it was rumored for a while. There was I believe there was a leak of some sort of list of things that were going to be on Steam. And it appeared on it a long time ago now, like last year before even 4.1 came out on the PlayStation, I believe, and what is in the US. And here it is. So this cost me just over £20. The recommended retail price, I believe, is around 30 quid. But for the first week of release, there is a 30% discount, which is quite nice. I guess to stop people from just waiting for a Steam sale and just purchase it straight out. Yeah, I'm getting a solid 50 FPS, which not quite 60 of course, but considering my modest specs, this is definitely pretty nice, yeah. Yeah, it's here. You can kill insects on your PC now. No longer is the only PC EDF game Insect Armageddon. Anyway, definitely recommend this game to anybody who's interested in Defense Force if you haven't got a PlayStation 4. You know, or you just want the PC. I mean, there's a possibility that modding might be a thing. They've talked a little bit about maybe looking into getting some official mod support, but even without official support, apparently what people have discovered so far is this game looks very moddable indeed. It's not very well obfuscated. It's like it uses some middleware that's been
Stay close to the armor.
It's been gotten around in many games previously. So yes, here it is. Defense Force 4.1, the superior defense force, of course. It's the upgraded version of 2025 when they finally went back to the.
The extermination was a lie.
They were lurking underground.
See, that's
so living above them the whole time.
Enemy approaching.
This isn't actually doing much to my frame rate. Walking down to about 40 and back up to 50. Yeah, very nice. As I said, I'm sure later levels will tax my system more, but yeah, here it is. Runs very nicely. I'm really pleasantly surprised. Okay, there's a nasty bug in the online mode where apparently if your Steam name contains like non-Unicode characters, it can cause the game to crash when you create a room, which is less than ideal. I believe I think Dark Souls 1 on the PC had a similar issue with the installer where you couldn't even install the game if you didn't like your username. It's a bit silly, but you know, Japanese console games on PC, here we go. It's here. And it's just as good as it should be. There's some DLC level packs available on the PlayStation that aren't available yet, but there's lots of weapon packs and stuff. I'm not sure there's anything terribly useful to download though. I mean, there's you got your anime tank skins, of course, which is a very important part of EDF. They're available to buy right from the start. Yeah, here it is. EDF. So the numbers that I'm getting are from when I'm recording. It seemed pretty stable when I wasn't recording though. Anyway, that's really all I've got to say. Like Defense Force and you've got a PC that can run this, very little reason not to get this, especially at the 30% reduction. Or of course you can just wait for Steam sales and fancy getting it a little cheaper. I'm sure it will be on sale at some point. I'm not playing very well. That's alright. I'm not here to show off the game, just show off the fact it exists. And you might not have heard about this, because it really hasn't been advertised at all, I don't think. It's probably not one of the more popular games on Steam, so it might be a bit hard to discover. But here it is! Really didn't think that this week I'd be playing this on the PC, but here we are. Anyway, thank you for your time. I've been Mr. Philby, and I'll be going now.